Shocking content. The Russian army is now also wearing Multicam. Officially issued. But not all and not for long. But let's go through it in order. You are watching RedIvanAirsoft, and today we'll talk about summer field sets, VKPO 2.0 and 3.0. After the beginning of the war in Ukraine, Russian troops started to report that certain elements of equipment do not match the realities of the conflict. As the result, the Russian Ministry of Defense tasked the development of the new uniform sets not just one, but to 3 different companies. In late April 2023, these new sets were announced and began to be distributed to the troops. The customer, represented by the Resource Supply Department of the Russian Ministry of Defense, assigned each manufacturer their own index. The development of the VKPO 2.0 was undertaken by the well-known and beloved BTK Group. VKPO 3.0 was entrusted to Triada TKO, part of the Kalashnikov concern, previously known as Группа 99 or Group 99. VKPO 4.0 was developed by 545 Design, a company that produces equipment popular among special forces. VKPO 4.0 is the rarest, but at the same time the least interesting, because it is too similar to Crygen 3. According to footage from one exhibition, the 545 Design set turned out to be very similar to the product of the Chinese factory called Qinten, whose products, by coincidence, were also presented at the same Russian exhibition. Could it be that the Chinese spies quickly copied the innovative product from 545 Design? Or perhaps the entire innovation was mainly in changing the logo? It's a mystery to me. All 3 sets are in Multicam camouflage pattern. Why Multicam? The reason is complex. Originally, the set from Triada was developed specifically for the special purpose units, and only later it was decided to implement the set widely. So the best people in the army expressed their opinion about the best pattern. Also, Multicam offers the widest range of fabrics available in China, Turkey and other nations, and it is easier to produce new fabrics in this pattern. And lastly, despite the fact that Cry Precision owns a patent on Multicam, everyone ignored it, even the US Army. Anyway, as for Russians, this decision is temporary, and it's quite possible that soon we'll see a completely new pattern or the return to the EMR, which we'll discuss a little bit later. The sets are not limited to the summer suits and represent the system of layers. VKPO 3.0 consists of summer suit, jacket, pants and combat shirt, wind-water resistant suit, jacket and pants, fleece underwear, drawers and undershirt, fleece jacket, demi-season suit, jacket and pants, winter suit, jacket and pants, and other accessories such as headgear, neck gaiter, multi-wrap. The customer did not include underwear in the initial delivery sets because servicemen already have it. This is the case when innovative materials will be worn over tельняшка and Soviet briefs. Also, I highly recommend the video about VKPO 3.0 on the Babek YouTube channel. It covers not only all layers of the VKPO 3.0, but also different generations. By the way, so far there are 2 generations of the VKPO 3.0. But this video is in Russian, so if you don't speak Russian, then bad luck, I guess. And to know more about the layers of the VKPO 2.0, you need to scan the QR code inside any element of the VKPO 2.0. And once you do that, it will redirect you to the website with pictures and detailed description to each and every item. How do they call? How should you wear it? What kind of maintenance required? Straight out of the 22nd century. But once the wow effect is gone, the questions arise. How quickly will this label wear off? And where does the combat soldier get a phone with camera? At this moment, VKPO 2.0 includes 15 items. 4 in the summer set, summer suit, which itself includes 3 items, jacket, trousers and combat shirt, short underwear, summer cap and summer scarf. 9 in all-season configuration, long underwear, fleece jacket, demi-season suit, water-wind resistant suit, winter suit, demi-season hat, winter scarf and mittens. And 2 in the additional assortment, duffel bag, and the tactical belt. Anyway, today we'll talk specifically about summer field sets of the VKPO 2.0 and 3.0, comparing them with each other and possibly with my Gen 4 suit from Cry Precision. Both my suits were produced in 2023 and they are the first generation. At some point in 2023, Triada TKO revised the original version and came up with the second generation VKPO 3.0 suit, but mine is still made to the first generation specification. The summer suits consist of a jacket, combat shirt, trousers and a cap. And we will start with headgear, which in new VKPO is called Field Peaked Cap. These are just regular baseball caps with an adjustment at the back, a panel for patches at the front, and a panel for an infrared beacon on top. There is no infrared beacon in supply, why would you add it? What are you gonna put there? VKPO 2.0 also has a Velcro panel on the back of the cap. In the US Army it is used for the last name tape. Not sure what Russians will utilize it for. I want to know that product from the BTK Group has a very interesting hook and loop panel. The soft part of the Velcro on the entire set is new, reinforced, which is increasing its lifespan. The hard part of the Velcro remains the same as on the VKPO 1. As per the customer's requirement, the Velcro on both VKPO 2.0 and 3.0 have rounded corners to prevent cuts and damage, and no crayons in supply. Jacket. Many of you will ask, why is a jacket needed at all if there is a combat shirt? The answer is simple. In the army, in addition to combat tasks, there are various rituals, like formations, training events, and other chores. And for most of them, a jacket is needed. In the field exercises without body armor, it is more convenient to wear a jacket than a combat shirt. Combat shirt can be torn, and it's a hassle to remove with cerns. In this sense, the jacket should be first simple, and secondly, have all necessary attributes of the barracks life. Places for patches, straps for epaulets, etc. And now let's see how BTK and Triada TKO succeed with this task. First, let's discuss some features of the fabric of the VKPO 2.0 from BTK. In the new summer set, a new generation of the fabric is used, surpassing the previous generations of the nylon cotton fabric in terms of reducing the weight of the fabric while maintaining the strength characteristics, increasing the fabric's breathability and adding elasticity for improved wearing comfort. The fabric of the VKPO 3.0 is a standard nylon cotton blend. The torso of both combat shorts does not support combustion, but the base fabric has no fire resistance properties. There is no infrared remission on the VKPO 2.0, but as far as I know, the customer did not set this requirement. On VKPO 3.0 model of 2022, infrared remission is only on the summer suit. On VKPO 3.0 model of 2023, infrared remission is on all items except for the fleece jacket, hat and the underwear. The fabric of the VKPO 2.0 summer suit is impressively lighter and much better ventilated than the fabric used in VKPO 3.0 and even the fabric of my Gen 4 from Cry Precision. And according to the manufacturer, it has not lost any strength properties, allowing the weight of the product to be reduced despite the more complex construction. VKPO 2.0 has a mandarin collar with panel for the buttonholes. The jacket also retains the straps for ranks, panels for the Armed Forces ribbon and the soldier's name tape, and also a platform for placing a duty badge. The VKPO 3.0 jacket has a simple collar and none of these features. And again, in the circumstances where the jacket is used as an element of clothing, all this is necessary and justified. Of course, VKPO 3.0 was initially developed for the special forces, and in the second generation all these elements will return, but this information will hardly help the soldier who is told to sew all this on. VKPO 2.0 has 4 pockets on the chest. The first row of pockets has a flap, quite voluminous, but with a very narrow neck. My hands are thin and I have long fingers, but even for me it's inconvenient to use these pockets. The second row of pockets has a side access without a flap. This pocket is quite voluminous, but due to the lack of the flap, you can only keep your hands in it. The VKPO 3.0 jacket has 2 simple rectangular pockets. The left one has 4 sections for the writing utensils and an opening in the flap. And here the neck is a bit narrow too. It seems like the customer has a very small hand, and I believe I know who it is. Starting from the second generation, they will add the same second row of pockets like on the VKPO 2.0, and also without a flap. I understand that these pockets are designed this way to keep the asses wearing the body armor. But why not make it with a zipper like on M14, so you don't have to worry about the contents. The pockets on the sleeves of the VKPO 2.0 are very convenient, are divided into two compartments, and have relatively big Velcro panel for patches. The pockets on the VKPO 3.0 are inset with the horizontal asses and closed with a zipper like on the Cry Gen 4 or MM14 jacket. Such a pocket won't snag on the backpack straps and other gear. Also notice the heat shrink on the drawstring. Simplicity is genius. The pocket has two vertical Velcro panels for patches. The elbow reinforcement on the VKPO 2.0 is made of the high-strength polyamide fabric, which is different from the suit's main fabric, and has a pocket for integrated elbow pads. And the access to this pocket is from the outside, from the top. While on the VKPO 3.0 jacket, the pockets for the elbow pads are inside, with the access from the bottom, and there are no fabric reinforcements on the outside of the sleeve. On the VKPO 2.0 there are no ventilation openings in the armpit area. VKPO 3.0 has a moisture-wicking insert. Both my suits are in size 50-4. Size 4 fits people with heights from 166 cm to 179. I'm 180, and when bending the elbow pad is slightly lower than I would like, but at least partially it covers the elbow on both sets. Speaking of knee and elbow pads of the VKPO 2.0 and 3.0, they are foam inserts, pretty similar. I would say that materials used by Triada provide more confidence, but in shape they are almost identical. They have cutout on one side and rounding on the other side. But what is interesting here is that by the BTK regulations, they should be installed with this rounding at the bottom, both knee and elbow pads, while Triada regulations say that they should be installed with this rounding in the bottom and cutout on the top for both knee pads and the elbow pads. So as you can see, we have two items with almost identical shape, but regulated to be installed in completely opposite directions. And there are no markings or info about them in the manual. So I already see how the soldiers are getting confused. The cuffs on the sleeves of both jackets have a hook and loop closure. The Velcro from Triada is in one piece. BTK has two separate ones. The VKPO 2.0 jacket is fastened with 6 BDU standard buttons, while VKPO 3.0 fastens with a Canadian button and zipper with Velcro. On the inner left side of the VKPO 2.0 there is a waterproof pocket for documents, while on the VKPO 3.0 there are no pockets on the inside. On all VKPO 3.0 elements there is a tag for the owner's name. On the VKPO 2.0 there is no such tag, but there is a QR code we discussed earlier. Combat shorts. The combat short itself is a minimalistic item, so the differences here are in small nuances. As I mentioned earlier, I really like the light and breathable fabric of the VKPO 2.0, but the soft torso insert is better on the VKPO 3.0. Firstly, it is more elastic, and this cut is more complex, which is designed to improve the characteristics, and it feels nicer to the touch, almost like Cry Precision, only slightly denser, while VKPO 2.0 seems almost like the cotton t-shirt fabric, no stretching at all. Why do I have tельняшка under the combat short? Oh, it's an East Slavic tradition. Everyone wears like this. And in Ukraine, even the cancellation of tельняшкas did not fully overcome this phenomenon. But I do have a solution. The stripes are in place, and it still wicks away moisture. The color of both models, in my opinion, is a bit high, but on VKPO 2.0 the color has a lining of the soft fabric, which we love. Unfortunately, there is no pocket hiding the fastener, as on VKPO 3.0, so in some positions the fastener may interfere. But the true mastery is when you have this pocket also in the lower position, like on the Cry Precision. Sleeve pockets are inset with horizontal asses closed with a zipper. On VKPO 2.0, there is no tape on the zipper puller. Strange, on the collar there is one, but no on the pockets. Each pocket has a Velcro panel similar to the corresponding jacket. BTK has a single panel, while Triada has two stripes. The armpits on both items are similar. Elbow reinforcements with a pocket for elbow pads are present on each model, but on VKPO 2.0 the reinforcement is made of the high-strength polyamide fabric and the elbow pads are inserted from the outside from the top. On the VKPO 3.0 the reinforcement is made of the main material and the elbow pads are inserted from the outside from the bottom. On both combat shorts, elbow pads work better than on the jackets. The cuffs on the sleeves of the both models use Velcro closures, with Triada's Velcro being a one piece and the BTK having two separate pieces. Interestingly, each item has its own quirks in the cut. Due to the simpler cut of the torso part, the VKPO 2.0 short tends to escape from the pants when raised the hands, while due to the extension of the hard material up to the chest, the VKPO 3.0 short restricts the movement when spreading the arms back, and I can bet that this part will sweat under the body armor. I don't know which is better, so in this category Cry Precision Gen 4 wins, which does not have any of these issues. Almost forgot. Initially BTK also had a winter combat short. Trousers. Both models have a fly that is closed with a zipper and Velcro. The Velcro closure on both models is strangely made, with the soft side facing outwards and the hard side with hooks facing towards the body. If fastened incorrectly, the hard side will be directed towards the body and may cause discomfort. In Cry Precision it is made opposite, with the hard side facing outwards and the soft side towards the body. Aforementioned is not a common scenario, but if fixing this issue does not cost nothing, why not making it right in the first place? Both models have front inset pockets, on VKPO 2.0 solid, on VKPO 3.0 with a mesh insert like on Cry Precision pants. VKPO 2.0 also has a smaller pocket for folding knife or multi-tool. And VKPO 3.0 has reinforcements along the edges of the pockets for the same knife or multi-tool. On one hand the mesh insert is easier to tear, but on the other hand, due to the denser fabric, Triada had to add ventilation in any possible way. Belt loops on the VKPO 3.0 are wide, with loops for carabines in front, a classic of a tactical gear school. On VKPO 2.0, the loops are narrow and double for both trousers belt and officer's belt, a classic of the Soviet gear school. Waist size adjustment on both models is done using elastic strap and the Velcro panel. On VKPO 3.0, the movement is from front to back, and on VKPO 2.0 from back to front, which is more convenient. Also on VKPO 3.0 the Velcro panel is made in one piece, providing a wider range of the adjustment, and the adjustment holds better due to a denser elastic strap. VKPO 2.0 and 3.0 both have a padding in the belt area, but on the VKPO 2.0 it is too soft, and on the VKPO 3.0 it is too hard. Nothing is like Cry Precision, except for Cry Precision. Both VKPO 2.0 and 3.0 have two patch pockets in the front, similar to those on Mabuta or Cry Precision products. Obviously speaking, Mabuta was first, okay? On the Triada product, these pockets are deeper. The cargo pockets on both items are similar in shape, but the VKPO 2.0 pockets closed only with Velcro, while the VKPO 3.0 pocket flap closes with Velcro and two Canadian buttons. Inside the VKPO 2.0 pocket there is an elastic strap divided in three sections, like on the Cry Precision products. Inside the VKPO 3.0 cargo pocket there is a Velcro panel for installing additional modules from Triada TKO, allowing the pocket to be adopted for the specific task. On the back of both 2.0 and 3.0 there is an elastic insert that provides freedom of movement and wicks moisture. Additionally, VKPO 2.0 has rear pockets. Now the most interesting part, the knee pads compartment construction. On VKPO 2.0, the knee pads reinforcement is made of the high-strength polyamide fabric, with the pockets for the knee pads with asses from the outside from the bottom. There is a strap and a Velcro panel on the side to adjust the knee pad fit. The height of the knee pad is adjusted with an elastic cord in the front pocket. I often hear from my friends that this solution is outdated and you just need to buy trousers in your size. But even two people with the same heights may have their knee position slightly different. And if you are talking about the army, the supplier can bring one big box of the trousers in size large long and just distribute them to everyone. So in both cases, this drawstring is essential. The system on the VKPO 3.0 is unique. The knee pad pocket is on the inside with access from the button, and the height of the knee pad is adjusted with the Velcro strap and the pocket closure itself, which is not very convenient in my opinion, as if you don't get it right from the first try, you'll have to take trousers off and adjust again, and you can only secure the knee pad in the upmost position. If you leave it in lower position, the knee pad will have space to slide upward, which will happen when you are crawling. The outer side of the knee reinforcement is made of the same elastic material as on the lower back, but with two reinforcements in the center, one fabric and the other cordura-like strap. I don't know how functional it is yet, but it looks very cool, so I would love to have trousers like this, but in EMR summer. Interestingly, I saw a very similar system on trousers from Gardarica company, and generally their products are reminiscent of VKPO 3.0. But why? This is a mystery to me. They don't participate in the Titans competition and are not related to the Triada TKO, so I don't know why and how did they got the details of the Triada's cut. Next, the most interesting part. Instead of one strap to adjust the feet, as on VKPO 2.0 or Cry, there are four of them, one on each side, below and above the knee pad. This actually fixes the knee pad placement problem I described earlier. Due to the knee injury I received in November, at this moment I cannot test on how convenient this is, but I have already heard positive feedback. At the bottom of the trousers there is a pocket for the first aid kit. The VKPO 2.0 trouser leg is fixed over the boot using a strap and Velcro. The VKPO 3.0 trouser leg has a dust cover which is tightened with an elastic cord and a plastic fastener, and this plastic fastener will definitely be inconvenient. The outer part of the trouser leg does not have drawstrings, but instead has two eyelets to thread a cord around the sole. In my opinion, it has little practical sense, and it would be better not to complicate things, and to make a strap like on the VKPO 2.0. VKPO 2.0, 3.0 and 4.0 are temporary solutions, and in future, the best sample will become a part of the Legionnaire project. Legionnaire does not sound enough Russian. It should be something like Ratnik, Vitязь, Smersh. Initially, I thought that by the end of this review, I will be able to identify a clear winner. But having gone through this journey with you and with them, I realized that both contestants have a number of advantages over each other in different aspects, and it would be great to combine the experience. But we live in the market economy, baby. There can be only one.
There can be only one.
Triada TKO has already rolled out KBS Strelok, and 25,000 units are already in the army. There is even a YouTube review from Razvidos. BTK Group does not produce body armor, and 545 design is quiet so far. In practice, most soldiers will continue to wear Ratnik body armor, if not Modul Monolith and Kalpak, and will look something like this. Regarding the camouflage, Multicam is also a temporary measure. The fabric of the VKPO 2.0 is a personal development of the BTK, but it is produced both in Russia and somewhere abroad. For VKPO 3.0 model of 2022, all fabric is imported and was produced somewhere in Southeast Asia. In VKPO 3.0 model of 2023, on underwear and fleece jacket, Russian materials are used from 50 to 70%. But subsequently, when the urgency subsides and the technology is refined, it will be possible to teach the foreign partners to produce the entire range of the fabric in other camouflages. As for what camouflage it will be, that's a good question. In the instruction for VKPO 2.0 which I showed you earlier, EMR Summer is listed as one of the options. And there is also a video where Medvedev is already appearing in VKPO 3.0 in EMR pattern. At the end of the video, let's display VKPO 2.0 and 3.0 with American OCP uniform side by side. All sets are new, but note the color difference. I hope you like this review, subscribe to my channel, put like, leave your comment below, share this video with your friends. If you want to help channel financially, links are in the description, and see you next time.